everyone. Pia here. I have, it feels like I've been through hell and back, and still I know how to laugh and smile in between. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory has been a great contribution to me. Um, yeah, the last year or so, well, it's been going on for longer, but the last year or so, I started to become intensively aware of how much I am spurning people out of my world when they get too close, when it gets too intense, overwhelm. And with the last conversations we had these few months, it's intensified, but also the awareness of it. And I've been asking how to change this, and I was on this call with X-Men where Diva says, I've been trying to cut the connection sometimes when it gets too much and climb in and hide, which is not good for business or anything, really. It gives me peace, but not really. And I've been wondering how come I could not get the ease and peace when I tried to cut and when I went away from everyone. And she said, well, X-Men cannot separate. And it's so true for me. It's not in the cards or whatever it is people use. Thank you for that. And since then, I've been looking at saying, how can I connect more of the oneness? And I realized that these people, they've gotten so close to me. And it's whenever they get intensely angry and they have all these things that they are frustrated and pissed off in their lives previously, outdated, not really now, but they hid from them. And I become so close to them. I become aware of all this that they have in them too. I always been one who blah, 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 blah. I would willing to, mostly I've been willing my whole life to just speak about what's going on in my life. Not pressing it down, pressing me down, but not pressing all these emotions down or things I was aware of. And this intensity made me again run away, but still look at it, and I'm like, why would I have to be so angry? Why would I have to be so sad? And so I've been for 3 weeks away in Colorado, and when I left, my son wasn't very well. I knew that, but I kind of kept it on a distance because he did not want to receive anything from me. And he's been not doing well since he moved away from home. But he keeps smiling and laughing, and it's fine, even though he lives in trash up to here. And so I've been helping him move that whenever it got too much. And then I said, well, not enough. This is not my life. And that was just pushing away of what's going on. So I've been connecting with that. And I had not realized that I had chosen before our conversation about how I cannot separate, that I already knew I could not separate. And I was in the US wondering why I could not have fun. It was very hard for me to, I hope this video works, have fun. And all this anger came up, all this sadness, the frustration, he came up all the time. And I was like, I know this is not mine. And my body started to hurt a lot, especially my stomach and intestines, and starting to create something not good. And it was like a shadow thing. So I get back and I find, he calls me in the airport saying, Mom, are you here soon? Because I can't anymore. So I get there and he's been lying in his bed, not being able to eat for 2 weeks, They brought somebody brought him in some food, and it was just trashed around in his bed and all over. But he could not eat. He could not hold on to anything. Excuse me, because it's part of me. And this is the separation. I have been aware of what's going on in his body, and I've been trying to stand up and say, I'm choosing my life, but I am not able to separate. And then this conversation about being magic and being all of us that you did, Dana, on the Facebook Lives. But basically his intestines have been sick for a long time. And there was only one friend left, and I got really pissed at him. I didn't say anything, but energetically I was so pissed. He was sitting there. He brought him drugs. And it was a painkiller. It was a flying away from. But he had not called anyone. And he was embarrassed. He did not want me to do anything, but he needed help. So it took me 3 days of just showing up there sometimes as long as I could stand it, being there, doing a little, until he said, Mom, I like help now. So I've been cleaning up. Not fun, cleaning up a drug den, I tell you, when you haven't tried any of that in this lifetime. And always hated it, separated from it. And then you start talking about the beautiful thing beneath it. And I've been asking, what's the beautiful thing beneath all these drugs? And I know, my son, if you choose to, come out. He's not been willing, and I'm asking what else is possible for me to be, so he don't go back to that. He's being taken care of by my parents right now, and me, and going to the hospital soon. What's actually possible here, so he can wake up and don't have to hide in drugs and unconsciousness, because he has to be a 19-year-old teenager that thinks that he must do this. And this is his point of view, because he's an X-Men too. His point of view is, I must have these parties, I must be able to do this, I must do it this way. And it's all these stratification things going on. That's not working. So it's a long video. Not really been good with words when I have to express myself to videos or about me. And what I noticed is, in all this separation, this was the video is starting to do weird stuff. When I noticed in this separation thing is I have this tendency, no, not tendency, I have been trained and trained me to be everyone else. And I have been looking for choices and to have a choice. And I've been looking, how do I have this choice? I know I have a different choice. I'm an infinite being. Okay. I'm an infinite being, and I do have choice. I just don't have choice as long as I live everyone else's life. So my question is, Dane, can we talk about this? How do we be one with everyone? I'm expanding and expanding, but how do I be one with everyone? No separation. And still have choice for me. Like I choose, and I know there's a lot of things coming. What is possible here that I have not acknowledged? What can I be here that I have not acknowledged? And I know I have also acknowledged that he can go. It's not that my body doesn't like it. But there's many things, and I'm wondering if there's anyone out there who has that same thing going on. Since I can't do separation, there might be. So I'll end this video now. what else is possible. And thank you, everyone. I enjoy reading your posts. You're amazing, everyone. Thank you for being here, that there is some place that you don't have to hide yourself. Thank you.